Good morning. It is Saturday, and I just figured I would come on here and do some makeup and give you guys a little bit of a con update, as well as I'm going to try to use my colored lashes that I got. I'm not subscribed to, it's a Lash Scoop. I'm not subscribed to them, but I saw this from another Instagrammer that I follow, and I think they're so cool. So I got all of them, but I'm trying to figure out how to camouflage my actual lashes so that it doesn't look cray-cray. And a couple people gave me some pointers on what to do. Some of that I don't have, like eyelash primer that's white. So we'll see what happens. The palette that I want to use is the Kaleidos. This is the Futurism Sci-Fi Green. If you don't know, this is one of my favorite brands of all time, and they are actually coming out with new ones, and I'm so freaking excited about it. I want all of them. So I'm gonna do a look with this and try to do these lashes. But I figured while I was doing that, I would kind of give you guys an update on con. So I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to use that as my transition. So it's been kind of an up and down roller coaster of emotions with him. He's deteriorated greatly, which understandably, because he's decided that he no longer wants to take his medicine. He's not participating in therapy. But I really feel in my heart, just from talking to him the little bit that I have, I don't get to talk to him a whole lot because he's in a state right now where he hates mom. This is all my fault, and he doesn't even want to talk to me. He doesn't want to be around me. I tried to hug him when we went to court for him, and he was just like, yeah, whatever. Which is kind of normal for some parts of his cycle, but this time it's lasted a lot longer than normal. So it's a little concerning, but at the same time, I kind of get it. But what that kind of tells me, he's given up, which really freaking sucks. And I get it. I get it. Because where we've been through countless services, numerous therapists, because people keep quitting, he's kind of given up. I think he's not dumb. As a matter of fact, he's highly intelligent, and that's part of some of the problem. I think what's happened, and I'm speculating. I mean, I'm not an expert or anything, but I feel in my heart that basically he knows something's wrong with him, but he doesn't know how to fix it. And so far, everybody that's came into his life as far as services and all of that have failed him, meaning that they either don't stick around or they keep trying the same old bull crap that he's stated numerous times doesn't work. And I think he's just kind of hopeless right now, which is really freaking sad. So in my crease, if you notice, I brought that transition up higher. I always do that, and that's because I have hooded eyes. So if I didn't bring that up like I did when I open my eyes, you'd never even really see it. So for the next color, I'm going to go into this shade right here. I don't have shade names because they were on the little plastic piece, and I threw that shit away because who keeps that? So I have no idea what the shade name of these are, but they're amazing. Also, just like always, when I go down my lid, I also go down in size of brush. So the first brush that I used, which was one of the Kaleidos brushes, which this brush set is cheap and they are amazing. They're kind of some of my favorite brushes. I'm hoping when they launch their new stuff and I have some money to order it, that I'll get another brush set because I love them. So you can tell it's still a big fluffy round brush, but it's smaller. And that just helps me get into that crease and into those wrinkles. You see all the wrinkles? That's why I can't do a freaking wing. Y'all know my wing saga. I'm not even going to go back into that. So these are kind of dusty, but like I've said in the past, and I'll say it a million times, I don't care if something is dusty or dry as long as the pigment's there and as long as the payoff is worth it. Because if you notice, I dip in and then I tap, and that knocks off all that excess that gets on there, as well as it keeps it from falling out on my face. So that's a tip if you didn't know that. I am not an MUA. I'm not a professional. This is just little things that I have found that works for me. So anyways, I feel like he has given up hope, which is really hard to watch as a mama. Just because I get it. I kind of have too. It really sucks. And I mean, this is never ending, guys. His illness is for life. So it's not like even the little success that we have gotten in the last couple of days where he did find placement. We did find a place that accepted him. They don't have an opening until September 8th, but I'm holding on to the hope that this place will be different than all the others. I'm cautiously optimistic. And I know that sounds horrible. I'm trying to be positive, but it's really freaking hard when you've been involved in the system as long as we have. And just been let down over and 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 over again. Okay, so I'm going to go into the darkest of the green, which is this one right here. And I'm going to concentrate that just on the outer edge. I hope the sound and stuff is better on this one. I went back and watched the last one that I posted, which was the live that I did in the makeup group that I'm in. And holy crap, the sound was all messed up and it didn't line up with me talking, and that was annoying, and I really apologize for that. I don't know really how to do the whole editing thing, and I'm recording this stuff on my phone. I'm trying to learn, but it's a lot, guys. Like, there's a lot of information, and a lot of stuff that you need to have and do, and, you know, microphones and all that stuff, and I don't have the money for all of that. I just really don't. And my job is possibly on the line. I don't want to talk about it too much just because it's really kind of upsetting, but it is what it is. I'm out a lot, and even though I'm capable of doing my job, it's hard on the owner to be patient and understanding of that. And I get that. I mean, I really do. It sucks because I have to find another job now, but at the same time, like, I totally get it. Being a mom of a special needs kid is not easy. So if you notice that darker color that I just put on the outer corner, I just brought it a little bit on my lower lash line. I normally like really go into my lower lash line, but today, because my hair is so like, woo, I don't want my eyes to be ridiculous. And on the same note, these lashes are kind of woo. So I don't want to take away from those. So I'm going to go back with that big brush that I did the transition shade. I'm going to go back into that transition color, which was that top one. And I'm going to go on my bottom lash line. And I'm just lightly, like, I barely tapped into the shade, and I'm just barely brushing underneath it. I just want to have like a hint of the color, but not necessarily like really line my eyes with it. So originally when I was thinking about doing this look, I was kind of trying to match my shirt a little bit, but I was going to do a matte lid, but I can't not use these shimmers. These are the most amazing freaking shimmers I have in my collection, and I have a giant collection. So I'm going with the shimmer just because I'm a shimmer girl. So just like always, I'm going to use my NYX Glitter Primer. And when I say it only takes a teeny bit, guys, I am not kidding. Like, the teeniest little bit. You don't need a whole lot. If you get too much, that's when it starts to, like, go into the creases and all of that. So just the tiniest little amount that works. And I'm using my blinged brushes, which I love these. The black set, to me, the bristles are better than the colored set. But they just restocked today. So hopefully if you've been wanting these, you got a notification and you can pick you up a set. The girls in the makeup group, God love them. That group has really kind of saved my life. Between that group and doing videos here on YouTube, it's been really therapeutic and extremely helpful. So, I mean, I know I don't post as much as like some of these other influencers. And I'm not trying to be this professional, you know, I'm not trying to be Jeffree Star or Nikki Tutorials or anything like that. I'm using this to help me keep up chronologically with stuff that's going on in my life with the mental health system. And I love freaking makeup and it's therapeutic. So if that excites you, then welcome. I would, though, like to, at some point, which it may take years, I don't know, but I'm going to go into this dark green shimmer right here. I would like to get, I'm going to say famous, but that's not the word I'm looking for at all. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. I would like to get to a point where companies are sending me PR. That would be incredible. Just because I spend a lot of money on makeup, and here shortly, I'm not going to have the money to buy makeup. And I want to review things that you guys are interested in too. So comment below if there's a palette that you're interested in seeing me do a look with. I may already have it, but if not, I'm definitely interested in trying new things. And I don't know if you've noticed, if you've watched me for a while, then you know, I really like trying stuff that isn't the mainstream, like the really odd things. That's what I like to try. But just let me know down below if you want to see something. So I'm getting this little domey fluffy brush, and I'm going to use it on this other like greeny gold, and I'm just trying to get on the like little inside right here, and that's why I need such a small brush. I am going to spray this with my Morphe setting spray, and that's just to keep the shimmer on the brush and it not fall off onto my face. That's just something that I found that works for me. But I just want this. These two shades are very, very similar, but one has more of like a goldy, you can see it. It's a little bit more goldy than the green is. But I'm just using it just to brighten up that inner corner a little bit. See? And then I'm going to go back with that other brush that I did the green. And I'm just going to tap a little bit just to blend those two together. So that I have a wrinkle that I have. When I have a wrinkle like that, can you see it? So I have to really like hold my lid down and pack the shadow in there. And that's to keep it from getting all creasy. And that just happens because I have really wrinkledy eyelids. I don't know why. It's very annoying. I hate it. But if you notice, I'm kind of holding my lashes. And then I'm like dabbing in there just to be able to get it in there. Yep. So I'm going to take that same small little tiny thing that I did with the gold right here. And I'm just going to kind of bring that a little bit on that lower lash line. Just in the center part. And it's because I don't want it to take over the underneath. But I'm just trying to add a little bit of brightness. And I think I'm going to go back with my smaller brush that I did that darker shade. And I'm just going to add a little bit more to that bottom lash line. As close to my actual lashes as I can possibly get it. Just to kind of blend it out a little bit and to make it look cohesive. Cohesive. I'm using big words. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that look. I'm going to do the eyeliner and I'm going to put on my mascara, my lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and do my lip and then I'm going to try to put these lashes on. This might be an epic fail. We'll find out together. So for my waterline, I want to use, I've got this, hang on. There it is. I've used the crap out of this liner. And it's ColourPop and it's Fast Lane. It's just really the only like darky green that I have. It's got a little bit of a blue to it though. I do have, that's teal. I have so many greens, but they are more on like the tealy side. I've got this one, but see, that's too light. I really would like to have like an olive green liner. If you know of one, let me know, because that's really, because see, this is even almost too blue. I mean, it'll work, but I'd really like to have like an olive green liner. And here I go, looking for something to spend money on again. So, okay, so for my bottom lash line, I'm just going to use the same stuff I always do, which is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I love this for creating volume and getting on that bottom lash line. But I don't like it by itself because I feel like the other one that I'm going to show you really adds that length. So yes, I use 2 different mascaras on my bottom lash line. Don't judge me. So I'm low-key really nervous about what I'm going to do to my top lash lines because I have to kind of camouflage it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, with no glue or anything, I'm going to place the lashes on and see just how much my brown lashes kind of show. If they don't really show, I may not even have to camouflage them. So, all right, so that did like volume. It did add a little length, but not as much as I want. So I'm going to go back with my Bad Gal Bang. I love this mascara for my bottom lash line. It doesn't clump up and like flake out. It also doesn't seem to transfer. Like no matter how sweaty I get, I don't get that black ring underneath my eye from it. It's pretty amazing. And it takes a lot to get it off. At night, whenever I'm washing my face, I really have to use like a cleansing oil first, and then go in with my molecular, micellar, however you say it, water to even get it off. So see how I added just length? I know it's not like dramatic, but you know. Let me go ahead, let me not do my lip. Let me do my lip last, just in case I'm like this when I'm putting the lashes on. So these are Lash Scoop. Lash Scoop is a sub. I do subscribe to Lashy Box. I've been really happy with that. And they sent me a colored lash one time, but it wasn't like this. But I've been really happy with my Lashy Box too. So if you're looking for a lash subscription, I do recommend Lashy Box. I might have a link. It's that little code they give you that says, hey, if you get 5 people to sign up, then you'll get whatever credit. I don't even know. But if you're interested in it, I'll try to find that and I'll link it in the description. Just so that I might be able to get a discount. Which, it's not that expensive either, so. Okay, the first thing that I notice with these, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to show you. You can't really. There we go. So, you see the 2 corners? You see that white sticking out? I'm going to clip those first off. Even before I try to shape these, just because I know that those are going to poke me and get on my nerves. And so I'm using nail scissors, and I'm just barely nipping those off. So let me see how long these boogers are. So the way that I do this is I hold them at the very tip. I tilt my head back, so don't look at my nose. I tilt my head back, I angle them like this, and place them on my lash line. Which this is a lot easier to do when I've got mascara on, because it makes them longer and it keeps them from coming down. But since I'm not going to wear mascara because I'm trying to camouflage these yellow lashes, this might be a little more difficult. So wish me luck. But I'm going to put these on just where I would normally place them, just because I'm trying to see how long they are, because I know I'm going to have to trim them because my eyeball is not, that's a little long. I'm also trying to see if I'm going to need to camouflage my own lashes. And it looks like I'm going to have to. Okay. So now that I've got them kind of where I know they're going to be placed on, I take my fingers and I just pinch the spot, basically where I'm going to have to clip off. And man, I'm going to have to clip off a lot. And I just use my nail and I just clip them. Let me make sure I clipped off enough. If you see me doing this, that is because I'm trying to make the band more round so that it actually fits onto my eye a little bit better. Okay. So, now that I've got that one, let me pull this other one off and do the same thing to it. And if this part bores you, just fast forward through it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to know. So once again, it's got the 2 little ends. I also, sometimes when you pull these off, they get like glue clumps from where they're glued to the stands. Pull those off. It will make it so much easier for you to put them on your eyelashes if you don't have that big clump of glue. So I'm just clipping the corners. And I'm peeling off. This one had a lot of glue on it. So I'm just carefully taking my fingernail. You can also use tweezers. And I'm just grabbing like the glue part and I'm just peeling it off. Okay. So again, take it to the end. Gonna pull like that. And then I'm gonna take my fingernail, hold the spot where I need to clip it. See how it's flat? Now if you take it and you roll it, may have trimmed that one too short. Oh well, too late now. Okay. Now, this is going to be very interesting because of the fact that my glue the last time didn't hold very well, and that's because it's old as crap and I need new glue. So I'm hoping it will hold this time. So I think for my lashes, what I was advised to do is to use concealer and then take the eyeshadow that I use in my transition, which is very close to the shade of the lashes that I have. So put concealer on my lashes, which is my Shape Tape. And I'm just going to use that same teeny tiny little brush that I used to do my inner corner. And they said to basically put it on my lashes. They actually said to use a spoolie, but I don't have a spoolie that's not in actual mascara. So I'm basically just rubbing concealer all into my lashes. I don't know if this is going to work, but this is what they said to do. My plan is if this doesn't work, I can always just put mascara on. This did lighten my lashes though. That's cool. I can't believe this worked. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back into my palette, into that first shade. I'm just gonna use this same brush. And I'm just going to coat them. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. So that kind of worked. I think if I had a spoolie, it would probably have worked better. But the concealer itself even lightened them up big time. So I'm thinking that might be enough. We're gonna find out. So that was fairly quick and easy. So I'm gonna shake my old ass lash glue up and hope that it still has a little bit of life in her. Okay. So with lash glue, and I say this all the time, I'm going to say it again. Had a little dollop of glue right there. Less is more. When you use too much, it's not going to stick as good, or it's going to get so into your lashes that it's going to rip them out when you take it off. So be very careful. I find that it actually sticks better the less glue that you use. However, my glue is uber old, so this may not even work. So while this is drying, I grabbed the two ends. I didn't get that glue off. I grab the two ends and I roll it. And what I'm trying to do is to pull those corners in. Hang on, what the hell is that? Okay. I'm trying to pull those two corners in just to help it from lifting in the corner. So I'm just rolling, 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 rolling to try to get them to curve a little bit more than they normally do. And again, I'm going to use my handy dandy tool. I got this at Ulta. I think it was like $5. Tilt my head back, angle my lashes down, don't look at my nose. Put them on my lash line as close as I can get it. Now I'm going to take this little tweezer thing and I'm going to mush them. So my actual lashes are not as camouflaged as I would like them to be. And my glue is not holding very well. But how fun is that? Oh. Super fun. It's not, it's not wanting to hold in the corner at all. And like I said, that is strictly because my lash glue is old. I'm just going to go ahead and put the other one on, but I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, I'm going to take pictures and then I'm going to take these off and I'm going to use my regular black mascara. Just because I don't trust that this glue is going to hold. So once again, rolly, 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 rolly. And I'm really trying to get those corners to bend in. And if my lash glue was worth a crap, that would be extremely helpful. Awkward silence. So the only thing that I'm gonna say about the colored ones is, although they're fun, with black ones, you can take black liner and go right here and kind of cover up that gap. I don't know what I have to do that with this. Maybe because I don't think I have an orange eyeliner. Let's see. I have this bright MF. So it's ColourPop and it's UNTZ. Ints. I don't. Maybe. I don't know that I helped. So I'm going to put my lipstick on now. So this is LA Girl Ultimate Lip Intense Stay Auto Liner in the shade Keep It Spicy. It's the same color I always wear. And then because this was going to be like a greenie, I was going to go with this by Black Moon. It's in the shade Hazel. It's a green matte liquid lip. Always, always, always shake and roll your liquid lips before you put them on. It helps. Especially if they've been sitting a while. So there we go. Ooh, I gotta let this dry before it gets all over my teeth. But here's the look. So this is super fun. I know I didn't talk a whole lot about con, but it gives you a little information. It is what it is. I'm still fighting, so that's the important part. These lashes are ridiculous. But they're so fun. Oh my gosh, they're so fun. So, this is it. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful weekend. Love yourselves, love each other, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.